It is November 18th, 2016. This is the Watchman News, and I'm Mike Callahan. I had a couple of stories already to cover today involving children in violence, and I was looking through the Twitter feed, and yet another had turned up, and I'm doing it first. I haven't gotten a chance to do the other ones yet. This is coming out of Minnesota, I believe it is. Minneapolis, yes. Daycare provider hangs toddler, drags pedestrian, tries suicide, all survive, police say. A Minneapolis daycare provider hung a toddler in her home, struck and dragged a man with her minivan, and then tried to throw herself off a bridge in a horrific series of events Friday morning, police said. The child and the hit-and-run victim survived. The suspect was arrested after a struggle with bystanders and police, according to police accounts. The police said another man, a bicyclist, was also hit as the suspect fled from the daycare home in her minivan. The bicyclist survived with unspecified injuries. The 16-month-old boy was rescued by another child's parent and is doing fine at a hospital. Minneapolis Assistant Police Chief Chris Arneson told reporters no other children were harmed. Arneson said a handful of other children were at the house at the time of the incident. Police did not specify how the child was hung. The woman fled the daycare after hanging the child and striking another car, and the pedestrian was arrested as she tried to jump off a bridge, Arneson said. In the first crash, the victim was dragged for several blocks and suffered broken bones and abrasions, Arneson said. Police said they don't know why the woman did what she did. She remained in custody and was being evaluated at a hospital pending charges, Arneson said. We don't know what was happening with her, she said. As soon as we can talk to her, we should be able to ascertain what was happening. It's horrific, she said of the incidents. The daycare, licensed through Hennepin County for up to 6 children, is in the 2700 block of Humboldt Avenue South, a residential street in Minneapolis uptown neighborhood 2 blocks from the Lake of Isles. Police did not release the names of those involved. Police said the suspect in the case ran the daycare. It wasn't immediately clear if there are any other adults involved in the daycare or if the woman has any children of her own. Arneson said that she wasn't aware of any contact in the past between police and the daycare. According to Arneson, here's what happened Friday morning. Before 9:45 a.m., a mother dropping off her child at the daycare saw the daycare provider leaving the home. Inside, the mother found the 16-month-old boy hanging and promptly took him down. Police received a 911 call at 9:43 a.m. with the report that a female had intentionally hung a toddler. The caller told police that the woman fled in a gold minivan. At 9:57 a.m., a minivan with the same description reportedly struck a vehicle near West 28th Street and Grand Avenue South, due east of the daycare. The man in the vehicle got out, and the minivan then hit him, dragging him several blocks, police said. At 9:59 a.m., the same vehicle hit a male bicyclist further east near West 28th and Park Avenue South, police said. The cyclist was injured, but not as seriously as the pedestrian. Both were hospitalized. At 10:06 a.m., police received a report of a woman threatening to jump onto Interstate 94 from the Park Avenue overpass. Citizens grabbed the woman and prevented her from jumping until other officers arrived. She was fighting them, Arneson said. Arneson said the suspect also struggled with police, who arrived at the scene to arrest her. As for the hanged toddler, who was taken by ambulance to a nearby hospital, Arneson said, the child is doing fine, I'm told. Police said the parents of all the other children at the daycare were notified, and officers and police chaplains stayed there to speak with the parents if they desired. So there you go. That's the story. I will put a link to this down in the description of the video. You can keep up on any updates that come out about it. It's absolutely crazy what goes on sometimes.